Stars Nene Leakes opens up about Real Housewives of Atlanta drama. She says, "All I ever wanted was to be treated fairly." In her interview with Carlos King, Nene Leakes opened up about her beef with Bravo and Andy Cohen. After leaving the show, Nene claimed she was racially discriminated against and that the network handles its black stars far differently from the white ones. Quote, "I had a love and respect for them that I honestly don't think they ever had for me. Honestly. And to this day, I still respect them for what they do. They do it great. You know, you cannot take that away from them. They're great at what they do," said Nene. Quote, "Unfortunately, I wasn't experienced enough to know that in a lot of these corporate places, they don't love you. I mean, you're here to work, and then they can throw you out then they can throw you out the door anytime they feel like it," unquote. Nene says she's only ever wanted equality. Quote, "All I ever wanted on the show was to be treated fairly. And a lot of girls and the people that work on the show and behind the scenes know that there were things that just were not fair at all. And it pains me and hurts me deeply how I fought for some of the girls that are on the show and how they did not fight for me to stay on the show. How much I fought for them to stay on the show."
Why did you feel the need to sue Bravo, NBC, and Andy Cohen?
First of all, I can't say that much about it because we are still, in our lawsuit. But I had a love and respect for them that I honestly don't think they ever had for me, honestly. And to this day, I still respect them for what they do. They do it great. You cannot take that away from them. They're great at what they do.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, I wasn't experienced enough to know that in a lot of these corporate places, they don't love you. I mean, you're here to work and then they can throw you out the door anytime they feel like it. I love them and I had personal relationships with them because when I started Bravo, they were big, but they weren't big like they are now. So my contact people I talked directly to, the president of the network and directly to Andy and directly to all the executives. I just talked to them directly, emailed them directly, called their phones directly. Today they have grown so big that people aren't talking to them directly. You're talking to someone else to get to them and that kind of thing. All I ever wanted on this show was to be treated fairly. And a lot of girls and the people that work on the show and behind the scene know that there was things that just were not fair at all. And it pains me and hurts me deeply how I fought for some of the girls that are on the show and how they did not fight for me to stay on the show and how much I fought for them to stay on the show. That's very painful. And
who exactly?
The cast, period.
Okay.
Like all of these girls know that there was unfair treatment because we all have been in group text messages where all of these girls have texted and said that they were feeling unfair treatment. They didn't get fair treatment. There's no secret. I have the text messages. They have the text messages. We've all been in group text messages for a very long time since we've been on the show, right? So I know the complaints. There's been times when we have complained and we all sat with the executives to talk about, things that we felt that were not fair. And I just felt like I wasn't getting fair treatment, and I feel like I should have been treated differently, and I should have been giving better, fair treatment. That's it. And I want you to know that I have always, from day one, been very open to sitting down and having a conversation to figure out how to work anything out, how to move forward, how to just anything that we could do to just move forward. I've always been very open to that. I can't say that the other side has been that way, but I have always been open. So I see a lot of people commenting and saying things like, why y'all can't work it out or why can't y'all do this? I've always been open to working it out. I've always, people say, well, maybe Nene didn't want to do. That's not true. I've always been open to working it out. I've always been open to having a conversation. They have never wanted to have a conversation or they've never wanted to move forward in any kind of way.
is what led to it was that you were negotiating to come back season 13, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Maybe that. And allegedly, you were offered a limited role to come back, a maximum of 6 episodes.
That's right.
Out of what we now know to be 20-something. And was that the start of you realizing that, okay, I'm not getting the treatment that I deserve as an OG, as the person who gives so much to the show, that you have these other girls who don't give y'all nothing, and they get 14 episode guarantee, minimally. And here I am getting 6. Was that the moment you realized something had to be done?
No. I realized long time ago.
Okay.
And I think that, I'm not sure if they realized that I realized that I wasn't getting fair treatment. I knew it long time ago. I had been watching it for so freaking long. And as time went on, my episodes, got less and less and less and less. It was like a phase out. You started out with 20 or 18, and you went to 16, and you went to 15, and you went to 12, then you went to 10, then you went to 8, then you went to 6. And I'm thinking, you guys are offering me 6 episodes? Like, no, this has nothing to do with I'm Nene Leakes, and I started from the beginning. It was just like, why am I being offered 6 episodes? Like, explain that to me. And the only explanation that I could get was that you're unhappy. So in my mind, you gonna tell me I'm unhappy? How can you tell me that I'm unhappy? I'm not unhappy. What do you mean? I just get 6 episodes because you think that I'm unhappy? Why am I unhappy? I'm unhappy that I got 6 episodes. I mean, shouldn't I get more than 6 episodes? Like, why is it a phase out? When there's other girls who are not the same complexion as me and started as an original housewife, why are they being offered 18 episodes and I am being offered 6 episodes? What did I do? Because I don't know anything that I've done ever on this show that no other housewife in this franchise have not done. I've not done anything that no one else has done. There's been physical altercations on all of these shows, and I've not been involved in any physical altercation, right? There are so many times when people say things to me like, you pulled Kim wig. I said, you got it very mixed up. I never pulled Kim's wig. That was Sheree that pulled Kim's wig, okay? Be clear about who pulled it. I was standing there, right? And then people say, you got into a fight with Kim. Where is the fight? Did you see it? Where is it? Was it on camera? Where is the fight? You didn't see me in a fight anywhere, anytime, ever on this show, right? So you have girls on other franchises pulling each other's hair, busting glasses. They say, well, you left the reunion. Well, what reunion have you seen that a housewife didn't get up and walk off the show or walk off a reunion? So I would like to know what it is that I did that someone else did not do. These girls have done way worse than I could ever have done. And then you go to, oh, well, you pushed the cameraman. Well, so he was in the way. Okay. Now what else is going on? So Teresa pushed Andy down at the reunion when he tried to stand up. So what else are you talking about? So there's nothing that I've ever done that no other housewife haven't done, if not worse. So I understood why I was being given less and less and less, but I wanted to understand from their side. Why? What did I do? You can't tell me it's because, you make too much money, when you got these other girls who are making more money. What is it that I was doing? I saw what it was, and I've been watching it for a very long time. And again, all I asked for was fair treatment. That's it.
Bethany Frankel is a very outspoken housewife.
Yes, I spoke to her recently as well.
Oh, what was that about?